Nithyanandam. This is Manitya Tejamayananda Swami, and welcome back to the Sannyas playlist. Avatar. Sannyas and living with an avatar. What is it like? I've been with Swamiji since 2007, and in all the years that I've seen him, every single day of my life, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. He can't get any cuter than this. He can't get more amazing than this. But I tell you, without a fail, every single next day, I say the very same statement. It is such an amazing energy, such a high impact intensity, living with an enlightened master like my guru, Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swami. And to see such an exemplary leadership who teaches us the essence of micromanagement and how to handle ourselves, how to handle others in all situations. It is just an amazing learning. There's learning from his teachings, from his satsangs. There is learning by reading what we need to learn, doing our routine, imbibing that in a physical level. But there's an entirely different thing, learning from his body language, learning from how he carries out things, how he handles life, and how Swamiji always holds that amazing space of powerfulness. And I tell you, no matter what kind of a person you are, you can be the most fearsome person, you can be the most angry person, whatever it is. When you come into the breathing space in our Adinam, you're literally inhaling and exhaling Sadashiva. And literally you're around Shivaganas, people who are dedicating their life to that path of living enlightenment, to that path of Hindu activism, to that path of the higher self. It is just amazing. So I just wanted to share today that living with an avatar is a completely different planet than living in the outside Maya matrix world. Something we're so accustomed to in the outside world is like power struggles, greed, jealousy, fear, all these kind of driven action in a group of people. This backstabbingness nature is not there. It's so amazing because you're constantly surrounded by people who are vastly interested only in your upliftment, only in your spiritual progression. And you have people who are very real, people who are also struggling with something, working on it intensely with that will persistence to move forward, and constantly guided by the living avatar to make it happen and to hold yourself to that and to constantly raise yourself to that higher cosmic self-image. And I'm so happy to have such an authentic person for a role model. I can't even say he's a person. He's obviously bigger than that. There's no words to describe Swamiji. Swamiji is a concept. He's a happening on planet Earth. He's a force. It's just amazing to be in this breathing space. I know I'm saying the same thing over and over, but that is exactly what it is. And if you talk to any of our Sangha members, I'm sure they'll all agree that his happening on this planet Earth is the best thing that could have happened. And I know that we've had other enlightened masters on Earth before, but I could only read about them in books. I could only imagine what a beautiful thing it was. But only now, as I take the path of sannyas, do I get that tremendous joy of that guru-disciple relationship and the amazing training that happens between the guru and disciple, that amazing communion and that unspoken, unconditional love that he showers on us all the time, never giving up on us and always just holding us in that highest space. He sees us only as a possibility. And I don't think we can say that about anybody else in this world. The way the guru loves you, nobody can love you. And that's just the most amazing thing about sannyas. You get to tap into that highest space of love. You get to tap into that highest space of insecurity, but through love. We are constantly placed in the space of insecurity. Swamiji always says insecurity is the ultimate security. And just learning this in different ways and always being trained to the point where we're so okay with change, even after something is so well thought out and planned, and suddenly the whole plan changes, we're okay with that. We know that life happens. We know that things happen. We move on. We say, okay, so what? We move on. Swamiji is empowering us one sannyasi at a time, working with each person individually. So it's actually an amazing thing, living with the avatar. And I can't even believe how the time flew. It's already 2017. It seems like only yesterday we all started our journey with Swamiji. We were an amazing bunch of youth. And to this day, we work together. We talk together regarding Swamiji's satsangs and just enjoying the space of the avatar. And if you have no clue what this is like, and you're simply curious, what is a monastic life where there's a different species itself living here? Species who manifest power, species who support you, species who love you for no reason. It's an amazing place to be, and I encourage you to come join us for a 21-day Inner Awakening program where you get a glimpse of an enlightened community, effortlessly taking time to mold, to groom, and to bring them to the highest possible cognition of themselves. Hinduism is you awakening to you. I tell you, Swamiji is the force of Hinduism. He is the one that's awakening me to my higher self through the power of Hinduism as a lifestyle. I'm so grateful to my Guru, and thank you for listening. Nithyananda.